Hi, welcome. So in this video, we are going to look at how to edit numbers, dates, and currencies. If you have not looked at the previous videos where we showed you how to enter data and the Excel interface, you can check on that. Remember, we are trying to get this as basic as possible for the absolute beginner in Excel. So let's just go straight to the computer and see how to edit some numbers, data, and dates and currencies. So here we last time we looked at data entry, the different ways of entering data. Now I'll just create a new sheet here. I'll just click on this plus here and then double click to rename it, and then I'll just call this like editing. Yeah, just call it. So you double click and then you can click away and then it's fine. You've renamed that sheet. So let me just enter some data briefly, which contains numbers and then dates, and yeah, we'll see now how to edit them. So I'll just take, for example, name, tab, and then I'll just put salary, tab, then I can put maybe date of birth. Yeah, date of birth. Then remember in the last video when I press enter, it comes back to the first line. So the name is John, then I press tab, salary is 3,000, press tab, date of birth, I'll just put that maybe 78. So then I'll have Mary, tab, maybe 5,000, tab, then date of birth, I'll just put this month. So I'm entering the day, the year, the day, the month, and the year. So then I'm going to go to data, tab, then I'll put this one 8,000 salary. Then again I'm going to enter the just enter that, and then maybe 2,000. Okay, so let's just use this to illustrate the point. So I'll just zoom in so you can see better. And remember, we said you could select like this and double click to auto adjust in the previous videos. So now we want to edit numbers. So this is a number. For example, the salary here 3,000, 5,000, 8,000. These are numbers, and let's just say I'll just change this to maybe 8,000. Yeah, just like that. So imagine we have something like this, then I'll double click again. So just pull this. So let me just put it so we don't go into, so imagine that we have this. So it's not really visible or readable easily. Somebody has to strain to read this. So that's why we need to be able to edit these numbers to get at least we can do some separators. So I'll just there are a couple of ways to do it. I'll show you. So let me just select this, and when like here you have this number here. So with one of these ribbons, if you click here, you have things like general, number, currency, accounting, date, short date, long date, time. So you can even do your percentages here easily, your scientific, text, whatever, you can get them here easily. So this is the easiest and the fastest way to do it, which is just right in front of you. So if I click on this number, you see already I have something that has started. There's already some decimal here. Then the next thing now I'll click on will be these separators here. So let me pull this so that you can see clearly. And then now I don't like this 2 digits at the end here. So this is what I'll do. I'll click like this, shift them to the right, and now I have my now it looks clear that this is 8 million, this is 5,000, this is 3,000. So it's easier to read these numbers. Now that's the one way of doing that. So let me just undo, go back, show you another way. Remember, there are usually several ways of doing something in Excel. You just need to choose what is convenient for you and you just do it. So the next way, another way of doing it is just clicking these launch buttons here, like we saw in the beginner video. Click this launch button here, and now you can see number. And from here, you can choose, okay, I don't want any decimal places. For example, I'm going to bring that down to 0, and you see how it's changing here. Then I'm going to use separators. And if you see here, this red here is for negative numbers. If the numbers are negative, it should be red. Or if the numbers, if you see here negative numbers, if they are negative, there should be a minus, or it can just be red with no minus, or it can be in brackets, or it can be in brackets and red. So if, for example, I click OK, now if this one is a minus and I click enter, you see it's like it's red because we chose that one. So if I go back there, I click again on the launch button, go back to number, and I instead select, I'll just pull this way, and I instead select this one, and then I click on OK, you see it changes. So that's how you could edit numbers. So that's the second way of doing it. Then there is a third way. So remember, you choose whatever is convenient for you. So I'm going to go back again, and then the third way is just to right click here, and you can go to format cells down here, click on it, and it will still take you to this same interface of you choosing the number and deciding what should look like for you here. So number, choosing maybe 0 here, use separators, whatever you want here. Then you click on OK, and you have that. So now you're able to see all the 3 ways of editing numbers. Now let's look at dates now. So for dates, this is a date here. So I'll just go to like here. If it was a long date, let me just click here. You see it's saying the day is Monday, January 2nd, 1978. And then we could take it back to a short date, which is how it was. The date is short. Yeah, so this is one way of doing it. And then now again, remember again, you could still go to the launch buttons, select the date, and now you're able to see as you're changing how it's affecting, even like the example you see here. So maybe you want it like this with this hyphens in between, or you just want the day and the month. Let's do that. You see, you just have 2nd January, no year. Or we can go back there again to the launch buttons, or you just want to have instead the year, let's say January of 1978. So you click that, you have that there. So you have that second way of playing with the dates, and you'll be able to find what is convenient for you. So maybe you wanted to do a yearly, let's say a report per month. So you were only interested in, say, what was that period of January 1978, February 1978, not the 1st January or the 2nd of January or the 3rd of January or the 15th of January, but just the month. Then this one will maybe be appropriate for you. So then again, if you just wanted just the month, there's another way again, the third way of getting to dates, which is like we did for the numbers. Go to format, you still come back here, and then you can choose if you just want the month, or I just want it like this in this format. So maybe just January, just depends on the information you're trying to pass across. So this could help you when you want to plot your charts. Maybe you want a chart just for the month and the year, this is what you would use. Or you want a chart just for the day, the 2nd of January, the 1st of January, the 3rd of January, the 4th of January. This is another way you could do it. So now let's just look at the currency, and we can just convert this to currency. Let's say the salary, we want to put them in currency. So again, one way is to come here, choose your currency here, and click. And remember, the thing here is you can choose one of these, and then you can also go for more accounting formats, and then you select here the currency you want. So these are all list of currencies. So I'll just go down, pick any one, and as you can see here, I can pick any one here. Maybe that one, press OK. So you have it like that. So you're able to get the currency here. So the thing about it is here it still sees it like a number. So if you learn formula and you start using maybe divided by or plus, it will calculate that like a number. But if you wrote it by hand yourself, it will not be able to do divisions and multiplication. So that's why if you want to put a currency, it's good to go through this to get the currency here. And rather than typing by hand, maybe XOF 3000. So if, for example, you see here, if I divide this maybe by 2, I'll just do, we'll come to formula later, but I'll just do something here briefly. Divided by 2, I get an error. But in case I divided this one up here by 2, you see I get currency back. So that's why it's good to use the currency so that you can be able to do your multiplications, your divisions, your subtractions with them subsequently. So I hope you understand now how to edit numbers, to edit dates, to edit currencies, and you can always go there, explore. There are several ways of doing it, either through the launch buttons or through you right click and you go to format, or you go through the quick access that is already in front of you under the numbers group or ribbon. So hope you enjoy this. See you next video. Wish you good data luck.